Hi everyone, in this session we'll see how to create exam and then evaluate it. So first log in into your account and click on courses. You have to create resources, so click on resources. So now let's add resources. So first select your grade. If it is 4, click on grade 4 and then select your subject, science, and then you have to add material. Click on add material. We have a few types of material, that is match the following, descriptive questions, MCQ questions, and fill in the blanks. So if you want to add fill in the blanks question, click on fill in the blanks question, fill in the blanks. And now you have to click on summative assessment option. This is used to filter out the questions later when you have to add it in for exam. Okay, then if you want this question to visible only to you and not the other teachers, you can click on visible only to me. Now let's add the title. So if it is another languages like Hindi, Malayalam or Bangla, you can click on type in another languages and then you can change the language into respective Hindi or okay, and then click on in script and then type accordingly. And then you can copy paste the title here in the title of resources. Okay, now you can type your title. G1, G4 science, PA1 is the exam code, and then PA1 fill in the blanks, FIB, and then question number 1, Q1. Okay, now you can type your question below. You have to enter the word which is to be filled in parenthesis. That is, if joined is the word that should be filled by the student, type join inside the parenthesis, joins. So the question is, joins allows you to bend your knees. So this is the question. So you want joins to be filled. So keep join inside the parenthesis. So you can see how the students see the question below. So this is how the students view the question. Now add mark below. If it is 1 mark, okay, add mark accordingly. And then click on save. So if you want to view this question, you can see it below or you can search it. And then you can click on the menu, 3 dots, and you can click on view. Now this is how the student view the question. They'll fill in the blanks. You can see the answer below, correct answer. Okay, now we'll add MCQ type question. So click on question. So again you have to click on summative assessment to filter it and then add title. If you want to make it visible only to me, you can add it too. Okay, MCQ, for MCQ it is MCQ Q1. Okay, now you can add your question below. There is a space provided. You can add your question. So if the question is most abundant gas in the atmosphere. And then click on answer type and select objective. For MCQ, you have to select on objective type question. If you want to add question as an image, you can click to upload an image as question on the top. If there are special characters for the question, you can just screenshot the question and then add it, or you can upload your question as a photo, a clear photo or a scanned photo from cam scanner, and you can upload it. Okay, then click on answer type and then select objective and then go to answers. You have to provide your options here. Option number 1, you can add your options, that is nitrogen, oxygen. You can add as many as options you want. Space will be automatically provided. None of the above. And now you have to add the correct option. Click on none selected and give the correct option, correct answer of the question. That is nitrogen, it is A. So click on A. Give A as answer and then go to marks and give your marks. And then click on save. So now your question is saved and you can view it by clicking on the three dots and click on view. You can view your question. There is a question and 4 options. So this is this student view. Okay. Now we can add match the following question. So you have to tick on summative assessment and then add title of the question. For match the following, it is MF. Match the following. Question number 1, Q1. And now below you can add the question. Type the question in question space. Now if you want to give hermaphrodism as question number 1, type it hermaphrodism. You have to type the question and the respective answer to this match the following question near it. Type earthworm. What is related to hermaphrodism? And if you want to add another question, click on add another and then type your next question. Provide the question in question and then the respective answer on the answer. Bones, calcium. Then if you want to add another, click on add another. You can add as many as questions you want. Click on add another if you want to add any more. If you want to upload an image as a question, click to upload image as a question and choose file. Click on choose file and you can upload the question as image. For lower grades, you can upload images for all the questions and answers also. You can click to upload an image as an answer. Now you should provide marks. You can scroll below and add mark. Click on save. Now you can view the match the following question by clicking on view. Now this is how the student view it. Now with this, all answers are given right, but in the student view it will be shuffled and they have to drag it to the correct question. So now next we can add descriptive question. So click on question and then tick on summative assessment and then type the title of the question. Okay, then you can provide the question below on the question space. You can either type the question or you can upload an image by clicking on click to upload image and then upload your image. There might be special characters for many subjects, so you can add accordingly. You can just give a screenshot or upload it by taking a photo and then scan it, or a clear photo or scan it by using cam scanner and then upload it. So you can type your question and add the photo as well. Now go to answer type. And now you can go on marks, go to marks, and then add the mark of the descriptive question. And now you can click on save. Oh, since title is already there, I have to change it. Okay, then click on save. Okay, now next we can create exam. So we can add all these resources we had created and then create an exam. So click on add materials and then click on exam. So now you have to add title, G4 Science PA1 assessment, and then you can give duration of the exam, give your time accordingly, and then give total mark. And now click on don't show report on completion checkbox. So if you check this checkbox, the exam report will not be shown for the students just after exam. So if you don't want the students to see his or her performance right after the exam, please take care to select this option. Okay, now click on, now type section name. So you can add questions as sections. Like if you want one word questions in one section, you can add it in one section. Match the following in another section, you can add it. Okay, so I'll name this section as section 1. And then click on add questions for adding questions. Okay, select the subject, grade, and then click on summative assessment. So here we are using summative assess to filter out the questions we have added. So now we just can scroll down this and then you can select the questions. That is in this section. If you want to include fill in the blanks questions, select the fill in the blanks questions. So I am adding 3 fill in the blanks question here. Okay, I have added 3 fill in the blanks questions. Okay, so above on the top you can see selected questions 3. So if you want the students to attend only 2, you can add 3 questions, but you want to include only 2 questions in random order. That is, it will be shuffled. It won't be the same questions for all the students. It will be any 2 questions for the students. Okay. So now add second section. We can add the second section. So I'll name the section as section 2. Or we can just name the sections as section A, B, C, and D. Okay. Section A, section B. select the grade and subject, and then click on summative assessment. Now we can add the questions. In this session, we'll add MCQ questions. So I have added 4 MCQ questions. Okay, now we can see that I have selected 4 questions, but I am including only 3 questions and selecting it in random order. So students will be able to get 3 questions in random order. Okay, now I'll add next section. So we can add the section, new section, and give it a name, section C. And we can add questions. Now we'll select the grade and science, and then click on summative assessment. And now in this session, we'll add match the following question. So here there is only one question. So I'll just include one question. Then click on add. Now we'll add one more section. Section D. So we can add question, select the grade and subject, and then click on summative assessment. And then in this session, we'll add descriptive question. Okay. And then click on add. And then save. And then we can save the exam. So now we have added the exam. Now we can view it by clicking on the 3 dots. And then click on view. So now we can see our exam. We can see it as sections. Now we have to publish this exam as a course. So you have to go to courses and then click on publish courses. Publish a course. So now we have to publish this exam as a course to assign it to the students. So first name the course. So we can give it as G4 Science Assessment. So next we have to tick on the third option, that is tick this text is used for term assessment. Third option, you have to select on the third option. When you select the third option, it prevents the scorecard and badge process appearing right after the exam. Okay, so click on the third option. Now you can select the class. And if you want to give an image for this exam, you can provide, but it's not necessary. And now you have to click on the next option below. Now you can click on free and then next, and then you can see the assessment mark as 5 marks, which is default. You can change it by clicking on the edit option, the pencil icon, and then change the marks accordingly, the maximum mark and the minimum mark. And then save. Now we have to add our exam resource. So click on add material, and then you can search for the material by material name, G4 Science BA1 assessment. So we can select it and then save. So now we have added it, so you can save it and then you can publish it. So now we have published your exam as a course. So you can go to courses and click on manage published courses, and you can view it here. You can see G4 Science assessment. You can edit it or you can view it. You can view the course. Okay, you can then click on preview, and then you can now see your exam. Now you can assign this exam for the students. So now let's see how to evaluate the exam after the students have done it. So go to evaluation and then evaluate trainees. Now you can search the user by name or class. So now you can evaluate by clicking on evaluate option near the student, and you can evaluate each and every student. So now you can click on the assessment. Now we can see that all the fill in the blanks match the following, and MCQ questions are auto evaluated. And if you want to update any marks, you can update the marks. Now we can evaluate section wise. You can go to section B. It's MCQ questions. It's already evaluated automatically. We can go to section C. Match the following. It's already evaluated. And section D. Section D is descriptive question. You can see a orange mark there. It's because it's not evaluated. So descriptive question we have to evaluate manually. So here we can evaluate the answer and then give marks accordingly for the student. You can give the marks and click on update marks. So now you have updated the marks. So this is how evaluation is done. So only descriptive questions we need to evaluate. And at the left side, we can see the marks code of the student. So when we are updating the marks, it will be automatically updated here in the marks code. So this is how evaluation and creating exam is done. Hope you have all understood. Thank you.